Greetings, this is Professor Klaus. I'm going to guide you through some things in our course that you could use some help in, I think. And if you can't, well, it's just fun following along. Here we are in week 4, and I'm going to click on this. And you have some items in here that I'm going to explain to you in this video, all about unit conversion. But first, I'd like to talk to you about the videos that you've been viewing that were made by Kevin Pugh. First of all, what I'm going to do is right-click on where it says Watch Video, and then I'm going to click on Open Link in a new tab. And what this does is it opens the video in a new tab. And here it's loading. And there's a couple reasons I want to do this. I'm just going to pause that so we don't hear his voice. One reason we do that is because it's a bigger screen, and you can even make it full screen if you'd like. Another thing, if you click on More here where it says More Actions and click on Transcripts, look at that. You have a transcript. And that's really helpful as you get used to his British accent. He's from somewhere in the UK, I don't know where. But I have a feeling that Scribus, they pronounce it Scribus, but I was a Latin teacher once. And this word's in Latin pronunciation, the I would be a long I, E, Scribus, Scribus, I don't know where they get that from. But I like Scribus better. Anyway, you can call it what you want. We use Scribus because it's free software. If you were taking the course on ground in one of the labs, we have Adobe's InDesign, that's the industry standard, but since you're taking this online, you're going to use Scribus because it's free. Now, just because it's free doesn't mean it's horrible. It's not the best, but the things that you're going to learn in this will help you to quickly adapt to something like Adobe InDesign if you should have the opportunity. And there's also comments here that you may want to read. Okay, let's go into Scribus. Oh, that's my ending. Okay, I'm going to open a new document, and I want to point out some things to you. When you first load Scribus, it's going to give you the size of A4. A4 is standard paper size in Europe. We use the 8.5 by 11, which is portrait. So I'm going to go down here, and a lot of times, oh, here it says letter. Letter and portrait, right. Orientation is portrait. So I clicked on letter, that's 8.5 by 11. Portrait means it's upright. The top is 8.5 inches and the side is 11 inches. If you want to go landscape, it'll be the other way. It'll be the long way. But most of the time, we do portrait. Now, all of the measurements are in points, and we'll talk about points in a minute, but we're used to working with inches. In most of the world, they use millimeters, but we use inches. And if you want to change from 40 points for your margins to, let's say, a half an inch, 0.5 space IN, that's an inch, and then I click into another box and changes it to 36 points. Now, you don't have to really retype all of them. You can right click and copy, highlight the next one, right click and paste, or you can highlight it and do Control V and that'll paste it, and Control V in the last one, and then I click into another box so it's all set. Okay. So now here we have a new document. All of these measurements on the rulers are in points. I don't know how to change Scribus into something else. I know in InDesign you right click in here. Oh, look at that. Reset rulers. No, it still does it in points. But the best way to understand how to do anything in any software that you're learning is to play. So what we're going to do is, well, first, wait, let me not get off track. I'm really good at getting off track. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to close out of the video. And here I have 3 links. One is relationship between inches, picas, points, etc. Okay, I have that open here. This is a summary of all the different measurement that you will use. And here's some conversions. But the great thing about this website, it gives you definitions. Okay? And where it says unit conversions, this will change millimeters to inches. So I typed in 10 here, and here it says this is how many inches in fractions. Okay, but if I want it to be a decimal, and I'm going to type in 15 millimeters, it didn't go into decimal. Huh. Well, there's something else to figure out. Here are formulas you can use and other things that you can play with. Those apples look good. Wow, look at that. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is look at the website metric conversions. Here we are. No, that was that one. There it is. Okay. Now, on this one, this is really cool because there are tons of different measuring conversions that you can do. You can use a US mile, a Roman mile, not that you would want to use a Roman mile, I don't know, astronomical units, a league in the ocean, but mostly we use inches. And here we're converting a millimeter to an inch, and this gives you a decimal. And you can put anything in. And you can actually go, I want to know how many, I wish this was in alphabetical order. That would make it a lot easier. Let's see, does it have points? Yep, picas and points. Okay. So, 10 points is that many inches. Okay, so 40 points is about half an inch. And here, when we set this up, it had 40 points for the margins, which is what they would use in Europe, and we changed to inches, half an inch, and that's why it came up with 36, because it's just under that. Okay, hope I haven't confused you there. Okay, now let's go to Scribus, and I want to show you some things in here. If you go to View, it's already showing you margins. We'll talk about bleeds another time. If you take off the Show Margins, look at that. That blue line disappears. That was your margin. So we're going to show margins again. There we go. I'm going to show you what grids are. See? It starts with the grid in the upper left-hand corner and goes across. This is really good when you are putting images in and you want to be sure that you have things laid out on a line, and you can also pull lines down so that you can measure things, but we'll go into that another time. You can get rid of your rulers. And you should play with this. If you go to preview mode, what it does is it shows what you'd see if you printed it, because a lot of the tools that you use on the page are to help you with layout, and they disappear when you print. Okay. Now there are going to be times when you are going to want to really zoom in on here, and you have a zoom tool here, which isn't lit up. No, it's not a zoom tool. Look like it. My bad. Okay, so right now we're at 200%, and it will. There it goes back to 100%. Okay. And if you hover over all of these little tools, it'll tell you what they are, and you will know what they are by the end of the course. We'll use most of them. Okay, there it is. There's your zoom tool. Okay. See? You click on it, and then you have a magnifying glass. Okay, so we'll play with those tools another time. And we're going to go to view and back to 100. There we go. Okay. So it's really important you spend some time playing. And here I'm going to put a text box in here and click into it. The most important thing that you can do in this course is to communicate with me. If you don't understand something, email me. If we need to set up a time to talk, we can do that. We can talk on the phone. Occasionally I'm down in Harrisburg. I'll try to give you advance notice. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.